Hello students, this is Lokesh. Today I am going to start a common chapter for class 8th and 9th, the fundamental unit of life. It means cell. First of all, the question is, what is a cell? It is the structural and functional unit of life which is capable for its independent existence. Did you notice I have used the word structural and functional? What does it mean? Structural. All the living organisms, whether they are unicellular or multicellular, they are made up of cell. It means a structural unit. And functional. The functions performed by our body like transportation, excretion, digestion, absorption, etc. These are performed by the organs of our body, and the organs are made up of tissue. It means a group of similar cells. Alright. Now, how would the scientist took the knowledge about cells? They observed the cells. Even cells are microscopic. We cannot see them without using microscope. We cannot see an individual cell with naked eyes. We have to use the microscope. Anthony von Leeuwenhoek was the scientist who invented microscope for the first time. He observed living cells like red blood cells, bacteria, protozoa, spermatozoa, etc. with the help of his simple microscope that was constructed only with a biconvex lens. It was simple microscope. So he earned the title of father of microbiology. The study of cell is called cytology, and the branch of science which deals with the study of microorganisms is called microbiology. So we can also say that Anthony von Leeuwenhoek was the microbiologist. Alright. In the year of 1665, another scientist whose name was Robert Hooke, he observed the slice of cork under his compound microscope, and his compound microscope was consisted of two biconvex lenses. It means his microscope was much improved than the microscope used by Anthony von Leeuwenhoek. Now the question arises, what is cork? Cork is the outermost layer of the stem of a tree. These layers are made up of dead cells that were previously living cells, but now they have become dead cells, and their function is to provide protection and strength to the trees. So when he observed the slice of cork under the compound microscope, what did he observe? Robert Hooke observed the slice of cork under his microscope and observed the structure like honeycomb. This structure is composed of little boxes. Okay, and he named each small box as cell. Alright, in Latin language, cell means little room. Remember student, Anthony von Leeuwenhoek observed the living cells and Robert Hooke observed the dead cells. Nowadays, the microscope which is used in the laboratory is also the compound microscope, but it is the improved version of the compound microscope used by Robert Hooke. Alright, and two German scientists, Knoll and Ruska, invented a very highly improved microscope called electron microscope in 1932. It has 2 lakh time magnification power. It means 2000 times more than the compound microscope. Now we discuss about cell theory. In the year of 1838, a German botanist whose name was Schleiden, he observed and stated that all the plants are composed of cells. 1 year later, another scientist, Schwann, who stated that all the animals are made up of cells. Schleiden and Schwann studied a wide variety of plants and animals and together gave the cell theory. So it is a very important point. Who gave the cell theory? Schleiden and Schwann. Another scientist, Rudolf Virchow, stated that all the cells arise from the pre-existing cells, and he also rewrote the cell theory. So the cell theory has 3 postulates. Number first, all the living organisms, whether they are unicellular or multicellular, they are made up of cell. And second is, cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Number third, all cells arise from pre-existing cells. These were the 3 postulates. But in the modern cell theory, there are also 2 points which must be included here. Number 4th point. I am saying number 4th point because these 3 points are also included there. Number 4th point is that cells have the hereditary materials which transferred from one generation to the next. And number 5th point is that all the cells are basically same as chemical composition and metabolic activities. Alright. So these are the postulates of cell theory, 3 points here, and the 2 points of modern cell theory. Alright. After that, a word, protoplasm. Protoplasm is a part of cell which simply means cytoplasm plus nucleus. Actually, it is the living content of the cell, and protoplasm was coined by the scientist Purkinje. Cells are the minute microscopic unit which is used for the construction of living organism. We are taking an example of a building. If we are making a building, we need thousands or lakhs of bricks for its construction. Just like that, any living organism is made up of billions or trillions of cells for the construction. So if we compare a mouse and an elephant, we obviously know that elephant has more number of cells than the mouse.